Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. So today we're going to be talking about the Galactic New Year, which is beginning on July 6, 2021. And so the next year that we are moving through in our galactic calendar is going to be governed by this energy. And this is going to take us all the way through until July 24th, 2022, after which we will have the day out of time on July 25th, and then move into the next galactic year on July 26th. But we're right here, right now, in this yellow electric seed energy, and it is powerful, it is inspiring, it is motivating. We are really going to be able to capitalize upon everything that we've learned throughout this previous blue lunar storm year. Now, those of you who follow will remember that the blue lunar storm year was a year of activation. It was activation of our light bodies. It was activation of our ability to be the catalysts in our own lives, to be the change that we want to see in the world. There was a lot of chaos. There was a lot that was brought up and brought to the surface so that it could be healed, right? We learned a lot about ourselves, and we learned the art of becoming the eye of the storm. From that calm center within the storm, we then learned how to direct our energy, how to be in command of our own energy. And now that we've learned this, now that we're embodying this, now that we are awakened thunder beings, we're moving into this new galactic year where we get to plant our seeds, where we get to manifest our creations, where we get to be of service to ourselves, to our own lives, and to the planet. So a really beautiful, beautiful, powerful energy that we are moving into. So the Galactic New Year begins right around the time of the 8-8 portal, right? So there's a lot of energies as the Sirius star is coming into connection with the earth and the sun, and that alignment, of course, perfects on the 8-8 portal. But we're feeling these energies, so that Sirian energy, very involved in the Galactic New Year, a big part of the energies of really welcoming in that big, fresh, new energy. Sirius is known to those of us on earth as our spiritual sun. And so that huge influx of spiritual energy that's coming in to propel us into this new galactic year, each and every year, of course. So this yellow seed tribe is all about targeting, flowering, and awareness. And so it's about being very specific with our intentions, with what we want to create, and planting those seeds. And once we plant those seeds, we want to nourish those seeds. We want to give those seeds just enough water, just enough sunlight, just enough attention so that they can flourish. But we don't want to be we don't want to give them too much. We want to give them just enough. Remember, this energy, this year is all about manifesting. So it's understanding this process of manifesting. We take the constructive action necessary, right? That's the nourishing part. But we don't overact. We also want to have that level of detachment where we can allow our manifestations to flourish and come together in their own time without hyper controlling the situation. So this is something that's really important to understand when we are working with this energy of manifestation. Remember, the seed contains within it all of the holographic information that is necessary in order for it to achieve its full potential. Each and every single one of us, as a starseed, holds the holographic detail of our fullest potential. And so all we have to do within our lives, within the lives of others, is nourish that, allow that to naturally express itself, to naturally bloom into being, and to really, truly, fully blossom. So this is an energy of flowering. This is an energy of blossoming. This is an energy of really directing precisely our intentions, understanding how to work with that energy in order to create. We're really stepping into our roles as creators as we move into this yellow seed cycle. We're being asked to become self-aware, right? To understand the different aspects and facets of who we are and how those are influencing our reality. This is also an energy when we're working with that electric tone that is very much about service. Service to ourselves, service to the greater whole. And I'm flipping through here to come to this. Yeah, tone 3, the electric tone, is that tone of activation, bonding, and service. So it's the 3 tone, right? When the two energies become 3, right? That third energy is the energy of all possibility. So we're really sinking our teeth into the possibilities that are available to us, knowing and understanding that all possibilities are possible. The universe is an endless array of possibilities and options, and we get to be the director that determines which possibilities and which options which become our reality, right? So being very aware of our choices, being very aware of our intentions as we move forward throughout this year, be very aware of our words and our actions and our vibration, just that constant state of awareness of everything that's going on around us and the significance of everything that is transpiring, right? Everything is a reflection teaching us something. So being constantly aware so that we can absorb those teachings, we can fully understand and appreciate everything that is unfolding so beautifully in our lives. So we're really stepping into, like we said, I've mentioned it a few times, the spiritual service. And understanding what spiritual service is, right? Our own healing and growth process is spiritual service. Stepping into our own abundance is spiritual service. Every time we shine our light more brightly, there's an effect, right? It influences everyone and everything around it. And everyone and everything is given that opportunity and that permission to shine more brightly. So we're really paying attention to that. We're really noticing that. And we're understanding how every little thing we do, every positive thing we think, every positive affirmation and word we say, every aspect of ourselves that we become aware of and we heal, every intention affects the greater whole. And we're also stepping even more deeply into the next levels of our service as well. What other ways can we be of service to the planet? How are we being called to be of service to the planet? And even greater than that, how are we being called to be of service to the galaxy, to the galactic whole? Right? When we work with this galactic calendar, we're working with the entire galaxy, right? We're really unifying and becoming one and stepping into that planetary mind and that planetary or interplanetary, I guess you might say, relationship that we have with the entire cosmos. So really embracing that and seeing and understanding more deeply how it is that we can step into what we feel our next role is in that evolution of the cosmos as a whole and absolutely of this planet. The affirmation for the yellow electric seed is, I activate in order to target bonding awareness. I seal the input of flowering with the electric tone of service. I am guided by the power of elegance. And these will be in the description box below. And the secondary affirmation is, I am Khan seed. I am your creativity and sexuality. I give to you the power of growth and reproduction. So a lot of potent creation energy that we're working with this year. And the guidance is to focus on the power of your intentions. Target your desires. Clarify. Plant the essential seeds. Expand and receive the natural growth of these desires. And remember that part of the process, if we're thinking about a garden, right? Part of the process of gardening as well is weeding the garden, pruning the flowers, pruning the plants. And so this is something that we have to do. That's where we continue to bring in this awareness and we understand where it is that the garden of our minds and our hearts needs a little pruning. What growth is getting in the way of the growth that we're wanting to facilitate. And this is where we continue looking at those belief structures, where we continue looking at our perception, our energy, our vibration, those intentions, and we continue to clarify them and hone them more and more. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but that's that process there. That process of self-awareness. And I am, of course, going to read from the Astro Dream Advisor about the energy of the yellow seed. Yellow seed is the order and pattern of growth. You and your life are the fertile soil, and the mystery blooms within you through the power of your intention or seed thoughts. Just as a scene contains a hologram of its completion, the process of manifestation follows a natural order. In this gestation process, your intention is quickened by spirit. The charged seed, your true desire or vision, becomes the focus for germination. What can you open that will support receptivity and assist the germination of your seed intentions? Envision the seed receiving the invitation to grow in the openness of your world. Viscerally feel the possibility of your heart's dream emerging. Your true desires and dreams contain an innate intelligence that can break through even the rigidity of fixed expectations. Planting a new seed, even in the hard soil of old beliefs, can bring unexpected magic and growth. Be willing to break open the constricting shells of past patterns, the shackles of belief structures. Call forth your creative involvement with life. This involvement frees and awakens the powerful energy of the life force, shifting your perceptions and experience, catalyzing the manifestation of your dreams. Participate spontaneously in your growth, unrestricted by the illusion of old structures that once provided safety. Move forward into the light of new possibilities. Offer your dream seed to the universe. In the ordered patterning of the light, align with your heart's greater purpose. In gratitude, surrender and release the seed to the benefit of your growth and its own pattern of perfection. The number for yellow seed is 4, the vibration of measure. This is the number of cycles and seasons. It represents the ordered patterning of the light, wherein, as Jose Arguelles says, form learns to generate its own seed. The number 4 represents the freed pattern of form, the germination of specific seeds co-created with spirit. If you are in the process of seeding something, meditate the number 4 and the energy of yellow seed to assist you. Yes. And then it also says, you are a starseed. You contain a holographic seed packet of your evolution into the mind of light and the energy that directs you toward wholeness. This resonance offers an expanded view of the larger self and new ways of perceiving reality. Through self-acceptance, you are gifted with this journey. Yes. Oh, this is getting into yellow star, which is the higher self and guide. But I really like it and I want to read it. So this is an aspect of the yellow seed, a complementary energy to it, the yellow star. Through self-acceptance, you are gifted with this journey. Yellow star is ignition like a cosmic milkweed explosion of resonant sparks. It is the launching pad from which you can hear the rumble of the rocket of your accelerated evolution. So we have this yellow star energy influencing us during this yellow seed year as our higher self and guide, really pushing us forward toward our evolution. So we're really stepping into, with this yellow seed energy, more of our star-seeded expression, right? And I think that the reason that they wanted me to read that, and I started going ahead with the rest of that, was because it reminded me of something that I've been learning and understanding more lately, which is that all of us who identify as star seeds, right? We have a predetermined time that we set before we came into this life when the full hologram of who we are would truly begin to unfold. And so it happens at different stages and different periods for different ones of us, and it was all prearranged. And so, yes, this ascension process is unlocking our spiritual gifts. It's unlocking that next layer of our evolution. But we also have a predetermined time that we are fated and destined to step into certain aspects of our star-seeded selves. And this was decided by us before we incarnated here. And so I'm feeling for many, this yellow electric seed year is going to be a year led by that, guided by in that higher self portion of its aspect, that yellow star energy, that's really going to be moving us more deeply. It's going to be, many of our star-seeded natures are going to be more deeply activated. We're going to reach that point this year where we predetermined the opening, the blossoming of another aspect of our star-seeded selves. So that's really exciting and interesting. And many have already felt this. Like I said, it's a process. And so it's underway for many of us. It's just like, what stage of that process are we at? So moving into the next stage of our unfoldment. And the electric tone 3 is all about movement, change, flow, current, creativity, integration, and the sacred trinity. Ooh, that was hard to get out. The sacred trinity. There we go. 3 is the ray of rhythm, the galactic heartbeat of natural flow. This universal river offers you movement, and all possibilities flow within its pulse. Open yourself to its current of change. The electric tone of 3 suggests that there is something you desire to change or integrate into the natural flow of your life. Become the third point of light created from the integration of polarity. Feel the pulse of the sacred trinity within you, revealing a new creation. Allow it to integrate that which has seemingly been lost, separated, or obscured from your sight. If you have a tendency to be scattered in your creativity, make an extra effort to focus your energy. Align with your intention to express the truth. Now is the time for the great mystery to reveal itself through you. Know yourself as the capstone of light. Allow your creativity to express your spiritual journey. So very powerful energies. And I am going to read also for you guys from the Galactic calendar. This is what I work with when I do all of these daily readings and everything, is the Galactic calendar. If you guys want to get your own Galactic calendar, you absolutely can at 13moon.com. I have an affiliate link posted below. For those of you who want to utilize that to order your calendar, just scroll down in the description box. It'll take you right to the page where you can order your copy of the calendar. As you can see, there's lots of different information in here explaining different aspects of the galactic time and the galactic calendar. And there's just beautiful art on some of these. So this is a drawing of abundance. Abundancia is what it's called. Just take that in for a minute, because this holds the energy, the resonance, and the vibration of abundance. And of this energy of attracting. Because we do start out our galactic calendar each moon or month of the 13 moons and months of the year has its own energy and corresponds to one of the 13 tones of the universe. And so the first tone that we'll be working with as we start the galactic calendar will be the magnetic tone of attraction and purpose. So that's where you see the magnetic moon of purpose here. And there is the reading for the yellow electric seed year, includes the affirmation, and then it says, the galactic frequency of this year supports us to activate our next level thrival and our next level service to life. Let us root to the reality that we are the earth, we are the universe. As human beings, the ancients say we are cosmic vibratory roots. As we are infinitely interconnected and interdependent with all universal life force, we realize that this planet is our collective garden to tend to, materially and energetically. Together, we are undergoing a deep initiation of learning how to restore our multidimensional health and wholeness. From this perspective, what seeds of love are you planting? What seeds of health, harmony, virtue, awakening, and generosity are you planting inside your own heart-mind, into the field of our shared reality? The essential question is, what brings you electric joy to be alive? That is the central question for this year. What brings you electric joy to be alive? If you don't know yet, then investigate. Be curious and receptive. When you feel subtle or strong callings of your soul's activation, of your passion, follow that. Cultivate, nourish, and root to that inner enlivened realm. This is the time to consciously grow the gardens of our gifts, to spread our offerings, and to join forces with allies to further expand our service. Let us activate our higher mind vision to guide our steps day by day, that we may evolve in unfolding natural time. Let us consciously plant seeds of the new, that we may thrive together as divine heirs of the ancient future now. How powerful is that? And so we're going to start. Yeah, I was drawn to the Thoth Tarot, so we'll start with that. Clear. Let's get some energy for this yellow electric seed year. Energy for the yellow electric seed year. Lots of activation, highly activating. Last year was initiation, right, with the blue lunar storm. This year, and activation. But now we're reaching a deeper level of activation and flowering. And what a beautiful energy to be in as we continue to bring in this new age of Aquarius. And so we have strife coming up. 5 of Wands. And we have the Prince of Cups. So this is where we're really beginning to take notice, right? With that energy of awareness that we talked about. Of where it is that we are emotional. Remember, the Prince of Cups is emotion. Where it is that our emotions are causing us turmoil. We're really noticing and paying attention to the effect that our emotions have on us, on our physical well-being, on our spiritual well-being, the ways that we are, the areas where we are conflicted emotionally, where we are experiencing this emotional strife. We're beginning to become aware of them and see how they're pointing us towards things that we need to heal, things that we need to understand about ourselves, things that are, it's sort of like we're becoming keepers and gardeners of our vibrations, right? And so we're noticing our emotions are a really great way to notice when our vibration's off, when something is needing and wanting to be shifted. Let's get some more energy here. Then we have the Lovers coming out. And so this is beautiful, right? And this is divine union energy. And so for many people, many will be experiencing divine union this year. Coming into union with a counterpart. In the physical, I'm really feeling for a lot of people. And this is, of course, the precursor to that is coming into union within. When our masculine and feminine are unified. But remember, this is the 3-tone, the 3 energy, when the 2 become a 3, right? The 2 energies that merge, the 2 polarities, right? Masculine and feminine, that create that 3rd energy. And what is that 3rd energy? That 3rd energy is all possibility and potential. That 3rd energy is this all-encompassing energy of love. Something that I was channeled, I don't share a lot about twin flame energy because I think that energy has become very distorted and people have become very confused about what that energy is. And I'm not always 100% certain that I'm totally clear on that myself. I'm not even going to lie. However, what I was shown was that 2 energies coming together create a 3rd energy that literally opens a portal of love that helps to collectively raise the vibration of the entire planet. And so I'm feeling some people experiencing it internally, and for many beginning to experience that externally as well. Yeah. Any more energy here? We have the 6 of Wands, victory, and the 8 of Wands, swiftness. And the 6 of Wands did come out inverted. I'm not a stickler with inversions when it comes to reading. What I will say is that, yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it upright. I really am. Because I'm feeling like I'm feeling like where victory has been delayed, and that's why it was upside down, where victory has been delayed, in whatever, where recognition, where achievement has seemed delayed in the past, it's now really this year when we embark on this new galactic year, coming in very, very swiftly, very quickly. And if it's not, then that's an area where we want to look at the emotions, right? We want to look at where it is that we are off center and off kilter in our emotions. Where are we allowing our emotions to overrule us? Instead of being the conscious observer and experience. It was something, I think this came up in the reading that we did for the full moon daily reading, I want to say. This energy of once an emotion is recognized, it becomes a thought. And so I think a lot of us too, learning how to experience our emotions in order to release them as opposed to rationalizing them. As opposed to once we start thinking about our emotions, we start trying to analyze them, we begin the process of attaching to them. So learning how to detach from them by fully experiencing them, which seems like an interesting paradox, right? But for some people, that's part of what was delaying the manifestation of your desire was simply all of the emotions that were caught up in the process. There was sort of, I don't know if I want to say gunking up the works necessarily, but all the unnecessary worry, all the unnecessary stress, all the situations that we landed ourselves in that put us in this energy of emotional strife, right? Coming out of those energies. Yeah. And with this Lover's energy here too, for a lot of people, we may have noticed that the people that we were connecting with intimately, the people that we were in a relationship with, there was a lot of emotional strife that resulted from that. So we're learning how to clean up that energy as well, and how to be more cognizant of those we do connect with on that level. There was a lot of lessons, a lot of emotional strife, a lot of leveling up that people did in relationship and connection last year that's going to pay it forward this year. It's going to pay off this year. Any more energy here? 10 of Pentacles, wealth. Yeah. So this energy which was sort of delayed, coming through coming through powerfully for us this year as we really perfect this energy of manifestation, this energy of setting our intentions and targeting those intentions. There's incredible abundance coming through for us. And this doesn't just have to be money, but for many of us who have been struggling financially or have not been quite where we wanted to be, there is absolutely a financial aspect. And then we have the Star and love. So the Two of Cups and the Star. So deep healing when it comes to partnership, when it comes to soulmate relationships, healing soulmate relationships coming in. For some people, this is healing of existing soulmate relationships, where there's just a deeper level of trust and vulnerability that we'll be able to access this year as we step more deeply into ourselves. And this is the Aquarius. This card represents Aquarius energy here. So we have Gemini and Aquarius energy if we're reading the signs on the table. Yeah, so that's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. And the Three of Wands, virtue. And the Three of Wands is waiting for ships to come in. So it's like patience is a virtue, is what I'm feeling right there. We've had to be patient. That's why the victory, some of us had to learn patience. And that's another reason why the wheel wasn't turning immediately. That's another reason why our abundance, our joy, our blessings weren't necessarily coming through. We needed to learn patience. We needed to learn the lessons of, this actually has the sign for Jupiter on it, right? And that would make sense, recognition, expansion. But so we had to learn the lessons of Saturn. Right? Saturn and Pluto have been teaching us a lot over this past year. We also had to transform. We had to transform in our emotional bodies. We had to transform in our mental bodies and our spiritual bodies. We were going through an initiation, right? And for a lot of people, patience was involved in that. Learning how to be patient, learning how to continue to heal the self. And now we're receiving the blessings for that. Yeah. And then we have the Hierophant coming out with the works, Three of Pentacles. And this is Taurus energy right here. But this is the energy of higher spiritual learning and cooperation. Coming together with others to create something, to build something of substance, right? To build something that is spiritually centered and connected. This is us coming together in our spiritual service with others. Combining our forces. And then, of course, we have the Three of Cups, abundance on the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. We're going to pull a couple Work Your Light cards here. Clear. Let's get some guidance for this yellow electric seed here. What can we expect? What is our guidance? It's all about what we're creating and learning to create out of a place of love, out of a place of fulfillment instead of a place of lack. We're not creating because we need more than what we already have. We're creating because there is so much love within us that it just naturally wants to be expanded outward. It wants to multiply. Sort of like they're reminding me of, I think there's some fable in the Bible about Jesus when he multiplies the loaves of bread or something. I don't know, that just came to mind. All right. Any guidance for this year? Yeah, this keeps coming out, you guys. Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? We're being called to return to places that are powerful and relevant for our souls. People may be taking pilgrimages. They may be taking journeys during this time that are going to be incredibly activating for them. People are being called to new places. Light workers, we were here, starseeds, whatever we want to call ourselves, right? We were located all around the globe, anchoring in, being those satellites, bringing through that energy to anchor in the new 5D grid. Now the grid is anchored and we're being called to the places where we belong for this next leg of our journey, where we can, for many of us, come together with like-minded souls in order to fulfill this next leg of our mission, right? None of us are going to be doing it alone. We've been doing it alone for a long time, and that's not going to be, or we felt like we were. We really weren't, because we're all connected. And we all support each other in the astral. We support each other in these communities online. Lots of different ways, but a lot of people felt very physically alone. And that's not going to be the case moving forward throughout this year. And remember, this is the yellow electric seed year. You get to manifest whatever you want. What do you want your reality to be? Right? What seeds do you want to plant? But yeah, so people are being called to relocate. People are being called to travel. Whatever it is that you're being called to do, heed the call of your soul. And then we have leap and then yes on the bottom of the deck. We have leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. This is very reminiscent of the live that we just did the other day on here. We have the ever unfolding rose. It's happening for you, not to you. That heart chakra cracking open. And then we have the pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. All right. So incredible rises in vibration continuing to occur. For some people, it is that cracking open of the heart chakra. And there may, if you start out this year with a painful situation, especially when it comes to love, when it comes to partnership, that the point of that is to crack you open and prepare you for this next leg of your journey, of your ascension process, right? So if you're going through that right now, know that is a key. That is a key that unlocks the door to the next level of your evolution. And notice how she's just got her head laid back, and there's this beautiful flower this beautiful rose that looks almost like it's coming out of her being. That's us, right? Flowering. Really us blossoming here. Just know that whatever is going on in your life is divinely orchestrated. It is happening for your highest good. So we're just being asked to trust that. We're being asked to trust that. And it may feel, this is the energy of vulnerability. I feel so much vulnerability coming from this card right now. And that came out in the reading for the full moon as well. This energy of vulnerability. We're asking to be vulnerable. To trust the universe 100%. To trust ourselves 100%. Right? You are the oracle. You have all the information and the knowledge within you that you seek. So really knowing and understanding, stepping more deeply into that as more of our gifts begin to open up. We realize that we are the wisdom keepers, and we're able to tap more deeply and more easily and effortlessly into our own soul's wisdom. Any other cards here? Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. Right? The inner priestess is reborn. Stepping into our priestess energy, our goddess energy, our God energy. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. What are you dreaming? What are you creating? What are you seeding? This is also the transformation of Earth here. As our collective intentions, our collective seeds that we are planting allow for this transformation of the earth and consciousness as we know it. I want to pull some angel answer cards. Clear. Guidance for us for this electric seed year. There's going to be so much healing happening. So many people getting cracked open this year. And this is also a reminder from Spirit that there are people that are going to be reaching out to many of us because they're getting cracked open in a way that we were once cracked open. And we've moved into the next level of our process. And so they're reaching out to us for guidance. So know that you do have within you everything that you need in order to be, like, there's something you can share, there's something that you can teach, there's a way that you can be of service to your fellow human beings as they begin their own process, as they begin their own dark night of the soul. We've been there. We know how to navigate that. Even if you don't think you do because you navigated it. right? You moved through that energy. And if you are in that energy now, just know that that's part of your service, right? That's part of the service that you're doing for humanity, is by allowing yourself to experience that. Pay attention to how you're navigating it, because you will be helping others to navigate their own dark night of the soul. All right. And we have get more information and no need to worry coming out. So get more information. This is what's going to be happening for a lot of us this year. We are going to be receiving a lot more information, more downloads, more truth about us, about our mission, about why we're here, about who we are. There's a lot that's going to be coming in, a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge that we are gaining, a lot of light that we're bringing in. And so this is asking us, once again, this is the trust, right? No need to worry. Spirit has your back. Everything is unfolding in perfect timing and divine order. And this is also for people who have decisions that they need to make, who are going to have decisions and choice points in front of them. If you don't feel like you have enough information, it's okay to wait until you do, to make a choice, to make a decision. Yeah, and I love peaceful resolution on the bottom of the deck. So this is for people who are in that emotionally volatile place right now, who are having issues in relationship, issues with others. You're not sure how things are going to work out. You're not sure how. You're just not sure what's going to happen. You may not even be able to foresee a peaceful resolution, but that is in the works. So don't worry about that either. This is also the energy of not jumping to conclusions. This year we're being asked not to jump to conclusions because not everything is as it seems, and that's where the get more information comes in. Wait until you know before you think you know, is sort of the kind of energy there. Yeah, the situation will improve. So that's just more confirmation for the people who are in that dark night of the soul energy, in that energy of indecision, of confusion, of not understanding how something is going to work out. You're being asked to trust. You're being asked to release your worries to the angels, because the situation is going to improve and you will receive the information that you need if you feel you don't have enough right now. You actually are receiving that information all the time if you pay attention to it. And we have no coming out here. So this energy, this no energy, is all about setting boundaries. Remembering what we've learned about our boundaries, about setting our energetic boundaries, setting our physical boundaries. We're going to be asked to be more responsible for our energy moving forward. And part of how we take responsibility for our energy is taking responsibility for where we give it away and what energy we're allowing in, what energy we receive. All right? So really taking ownership of that. And remembering our boundaries. In order for situations to improve, we have to stay strong in our boundaries. For some people, it's really learning how to say no. Learning how to say no is going to improve your own personal situation and other situations in your life too, even if it doesn't feel, even if you say yes just to keep the peace or because it's easier to not rock the boat, that's not going to work anymore. That's not going to work anymore because we're learning how to step into our energetic sovereignty. It's not helping us and it's not helping other people to do that. So learning how to say no. And then we have wait. So interesting. We have a lot of energy, and this is that energy of patience coming through again. It's like something that we're being asked to remember is don't jump to conclusions in situations. Sometimes we feel this pressure to act before we actually need to act. And so it's like allow yourself to feel secure in the decisions you're making. Allow all of the information that needs to come through in certain situations. This is that energy of understanding the cycles of manifestation too, right? It's not all go, go, go all the time. There are periods of rest. There are periods, remember, you plant the seed. That seed has to grow first. Yes, it has to be nourished, but it also needs the time to grow. And so just understanding the cycles that we're in. And, yeah, just patience. More energy of patience. Wait, there's something better on the bottom of the deck too. So for some of us, there's going to be a lot of opportunities coming in. And so what they're really saying right now, I feel like too, is don't settle. Don't settle, because there's something better. And then we have trust and perfect timing under that. All right, this is what we're talking about, that perfect divine timing with everything, things that were set and meant to unfold at certain periods of time, right, that we have to be patient for. So don't accept the first thing. If something doesn't fully resonate with you, and you know, and you get that feeling that you're settling, don't settle for that, because there is something better. You just have to be patient enough to wait for that something better, to trust in the perfect divine timing. So we are learning a lot about divine timing with this cycle as well. All right, what else do I want to... Yeah, I want to pull a Beyond Lemuria card. Clear. Yellow Electric Seed Year. Tell us more energy about the Yellow Electric Seed Year. So it's like, once again, learning how to trust our own intuition. When do we feel guided to act, to jump in with both feet? When do we feel guided to wait? Do we know the difference? Do we know how to recognize the voice of our intuition? This is like, as we become more magnetic and we have so much and so many that are drawn to us, it's like we don't have the energy, the bandwidth to accept every single opportunity, to entertain every single person, every single situation. So that's where this no energy comes in. We have to decide where we want to disperse and how we want to disperse our energy, and who and what is worthy of sharing that energy with. That's a lot of cards, man. It's a lot of cards. So we have evolution. This is the evolution of our planet. This is the evolution of our DNA, like we were talking about. The evolution of our consciousness. We have stepping through. We have loving compassion. We have unique gifts. And we have manifestia. All right? With awakened awareness on the bottom of the deck, and the crown chakra, unlimited self, and new blueprints. Okay? So that's enough to be going on here, I think. All right? We are evolving. Our perception, our understanding of ourselves, of our reality is evolving. Like we said, there are these set periods that we were talking about where we as a soul decided that we were going to open up to the next level of our gifts, right? To the next level of the truth and the knowing of who we are, right? We're stepping through from one paradigm to another, from one dimension to another, from one perspective and way of being and seeing to another. And we're stepping into this beautiful new energy with loving compassion for every single creature, every single particle, right, of this earth. Extending that loving compassion to ourselves, to others. That loving compassion is what allows us to step through. Is what allows us to manifest. And then this energy is also all about expressing what makes us uniquely us, right? Embracing and expressing that. This is how our gifts shine through, when we truly embrace who we are, right? We all have unique gifts. We all have unique talents. We all have a unique light that we shine into the world. And when we can embrace that and step into that, that unlocks so much for us. That unlocks so much for us. Look at all the beautiful light language on the sides of this card too. And then we really become the masters of our creation process. And this awareness, I love this awareness energy that keeps coming through. Right? We talked about that at the beginning. Yeah. All right, let's get just a couple more because this is so much fun. Let's get a couple Archangel Power Tarot. Clear. Tell us what we can expect throughout this yellow electric seed year. Tell us what we can expect. All right, we got the Empress. This is the creation energy, right? This is the 3 energy, the 3 tone. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxurious or abundant resources. Did we not talk about that? Then we have the Knight of Raphael, which is the Knight of Cups, coming out twice with this Knight of Cups energy. Committed romantic relationships being swept off your feet. Situations or topics that make your heart flutter. And I love how we have romantic, dramatic, poetic, and introspective as the key words up there. So that's energy that we're going to be feeling and tapping into. Our own romantic, poetic, introspective natures. Right? So lots of love coming in. Lots of abundance, creativity, resources. Yeah, 2 of Cups popping out. Lots of love this year. We're feeling the love, right? We're acting from that place of loving, heart-centered compassion. And that's just bringing all expressions and experiences of abundance and love into our reality. And this is 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful too. So this is that energy of us coming together with a lover, with a partner in order to create something. In order to step into our service, right? Our next level of service to humanity. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Follow your heart. Trustworthy psychic information. I like that that's coming through, right? You are the oracle. We're really going to be receiving a lot. We're going to be stepping into the next level of our clairsenses. And so yeah, that's just going to be exploding for some people this year, I feel like. And it's the energy of being kind and giving, too, that's being highlighted. And the lovers. Oh, my God. All right. And the 6 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So this is past life soulmates. This is, for some people, reconciliation. Right? This card also does say don't give up on those you love. So for some, it's reconciliation. For some, it's past life soulmates coming in. But there's a lot of soulmate energy. Yeah. This is all about the power of love, making choices from the heart. Make choices from the heart, and you can't go wrong here. Just love, love, love. That could be the title of this video. All of the love. Wow. 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 All right. I mean, I think we're getting the same cards that are coming out now. So I think that's pretty much wrapping up this reading here. Step into the abundance. Say yes to life. Say yes to your joy. Say yes to whatever that said about whatever it is that brings that electric impulse that feeds your soul. All right. And say no where you need to as well. Set those healthy boundaries. Don't settle. Don't settle for anything within yourself, within your life, because there is so many incredible energies, things that will really set your soul on fire. So this year, if it doesn't set your soul on fire, it's not for you. Point blank, that simple. Because there is something, the things, the people, the situations, the experiences that do set your soul on fire. Those are all available for us, all right? So that's what we go for. That's what we invest in. That's what we manifest. That's what we're creating. All right, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Happy yellow electric seed year. This is going to be so beautiful. After all of the intensity of blue lunar storm year, it's like we're bursting through the clouds and all of a sudden it's just sun everywhere. All of that beautiful sunshine, and we have absolutely earned it. All right. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, drop a comment down below. There are links below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. And as I said, the link to purchase the Galactic calendar, there is an affiliate link down below. Full disclosure, I do receive a little portion of those funds when you use the affiliate link. If you don't feel comfortable doing that and you still want a calendar, you can also just go to 13moon.com and order one the traditional way. My services are down below. Reach out to me, shoot me an email if you want to do any one-on-one work. It is my honor and my privilege to be able to do that with you. I appreciate it so deeply. It's so humbling and such a beautiful way of connecting. I think that's all for right now. Happy New Year, you guys.